Moment of truth.
That is a big piece of meat.
You breathe it in, it can literally make your lungs stick together.
What the flip?
Hence the gas mask.
Right, today we're going to be reacting to making the world's largest beef Wellington with Gordon Ramsay, and it's going to be a Guinness World Record. So this is going to be big. And I can see there's quite a few big names against this as well, so there's some well-known people out there, you probably watch them. So yeah, let's go and see how this goes.
Today we're breaking a Guinness World Record with Gordon Ramsay.
Now we'll be making the world's largest beef Wellington using my personal recipe.
The record to beat is 50 pounds.
I don't know what 50 pounds is. 25 kilos?
Off we go, start on the Wellington, I'll make the sauce. Excellent.
I wonder how many takes that took.
Guga, you guys got the meat, you're gonna handle
This is
the
like a
Excel and the
massive
crepes, and
collab.
I'll take
All these
the
guys are
prosciutto.
big channels.
3, 2, 1, beef!
Because we need
Okay,
a
Guga's
world
good.
record-sized cut of beef, we're gonna use some meat glue to bind these
Meat
strip
glue.
links together. We're gonna be completely fusing this thing together with meat glue. If there's any
Stop saying
silver
meat
skin,
glue.
it's not gonna stick together.
One of the most important parts of a beef Wellington is the prosciutto. I'll place my prosciutto into the machine, clamp this down to secure it, and it's time to slice. Now the goal is to get even and consistent slices
Yeah,
of prosciutto.
he was doing that
These
wrong,
will eventually
but
be used to
okay.
wrap.
He said he's going to clamp this down, secure it, and then when he was cutting it, didn't secure it.
An Excel is a traditional mixture of mushrooms, shallots, garlic, and thyme.
Okay.
White button mushrooms, classic
Pretty
cremini
standard beef
mushrooms,
Wellington
shiitake
stuff
mushrooms
then.
for that nice
It's all
umami
turned up
flavor,
to 11
some
now.
golden
Those,
oyster mushrooms, some beautiful hen of the woods,
lot of people
and
would just be
finally
happy with
some
some
king
oyster
oyster
mushrooms.
To cook our duxelle, both pans are gonna get a little bit of olive oil, and this one here is for our crepes. In both pans, we're gonna start with some shallots and just a little garlic. And once these have become nice and softened, we'll add in my mushrooms.
These we're making ourselves, and what this will do for our Wellington is wrap it up nicely so there's no leakage. We need our Wellington to stay perfect golden brown.
Meat glue is extremely dangerous.
It's an enzyme that
It's
completely
extremely
glues
dangerous. Why are
proteins
you
together.
putting it on your
breathe it in,
food?
it can literally make your lungs stick together. It can literally make your lungs stick together.
What the flip?
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
If we haven't already stressed this enough, meat glue is so
Yeah.
incredibly dangerous that it's actually banned in Europe. You can't even use
Banned
it there.
in the
Since he's
EU,
opening this
guys.
up, I'm gonna get out of here.
And now
should
that
be-
none of the meat glue is exposed,
You
should be safe
shouldn't
to
need a
take off.
hazmat suit to cook. I'm genuinely shocked.
We
Okay,
need
so
to
we
wrap
go
it up
sous
because
vide,
when
which
we're
kind of
cooking
means
it
that
sous vide, we don't want any
you
water to
gently,
go
not
inside
boil
of
it,
meat.
but
Now that
you
we've
know.
got everything prepped out,
cook
it's
it in
time to start
water.
cooking. And this here
So
is
this
gonna
is
be
the
our
sous
giant
vide.
sous vide bath. We'll fill it to the top with water and then set the circulators to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. This is now gonna cook overnight for about 10 hours, and we'll be back in the morning to check on it.
A few moments later.
It feels like the perfect medium rare.
You better believe it.
Smells really good too.
All right, guys, we gotta move. We only have 30 minutes to get this thing in the oven.
Ooh,
30
it
minutes
is
to get it in
juicy.
the oven, but
Next
it's going to have
up,
to
we
be in the
pat
oven
the
for
whole
like
thing
3
as
days.
dry as possible because we're about to torch it.
There's no pan big enough to sear this. It's time to torch.
Before adding the mustard, we need to hit it with a whole bunch of salt and pepper. Because this thing doesn't just have to look good, it needs to taste good as well.
Once this is properly seasoned, we're gonna paint it on with a bunch of mustard.
While those guys finish painting that in mustard, we're gonna go ahead and start rolling out our puff pastry. Once this has all been laid out and fused together, we're gonna
You're
add
not
some
going to use
parchment on the
pastry
top.
glue. Getting another hazmat suit.
Next up, we're gonna lay out our crepes on top of our puff pastry.
We need to make a bunch of perfect layers.
To finish this up, we're gonna patch it up with prosciutto wherever we see an open hole. This has sat in the fridge overnight, and we have to make sure it's in a nice, perfect layer over our prosciutto. We only have 5 minutes
Only
left
got
to
5
get this
minutes
thing
to
in
get
the
it
oven.
in the
We're
oven.
gonna start
No,
rolling
you
it.
don't.
Well done, guys.
You got days to get it in the oven, man.
Guga, good job.
The legendary, not fist bump, but hand fist slap bump.
Now we'll continue rolling it up.
And we had to bring in all hands on deck to finish this off. We are so close here, we just have to paint the whole thing in egg wash.
2 minutes left, guys.
And finally, a nice pinch of salt.
I wouldn't call that a
Finally,
pinch.
a nice
That was a
pinch
handful of salt.
The big, gigantic oven.
We're gonna push it all the way in until it clicks, just like that.
And it's ready to cook.
One eternity later.
Here we go.
Oh my.
Wow. Let's go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, this is scary.
Is Gordon Ramsay just literally going to be on for like 2 seconds? Oh, there's quite a lot of juice coming out.
Let's see.
Nick, you got the willy?
And he wasn't just waiting behind the door. Oh my God.
Oh man, look at that. That is delicious. That's good.
The only thing remaining is finding out if this is truly the largest beef Wellington in the entire world.
Good seeing you, man.
Measurement, and I can officially say that you achieved
25.76 kilograms.
See, I said 25. I said 25.
Yes, I'm gonna show you.
He's just gonna wipe out all the glasses off the shelf behind him. Poor guy. Right, so that was making the world's largest beef Wellington with Gordon Ramsay. I mean, it says with Gordon Ramsay. He had about 2 seconds at either end of the video, and he, you know, these 2 seconds he got to pick someone up and spin them around like a helicopter. Cracking fella. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.